Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Visibility Era, the podcast. Today, we are in for a treat, my friends, because we have a true SEO expert here with us. We were recently interviewed on his YouTube channel, Build in Public. Highly recommend everyone goes over and checks it out. But welcome, Edward. Thanks for coming on the show.
It is wonderful to be here.
Awesome. I'm really excited. I was perusing your YouTube channel before this, and we never chatted about your background. Like, you've done some really cool SEO consulting for big name brands that many of us have heard about. So, can you give us like the quick and dirty backstory here?
I was one of the early viral video producers on YouTube, and I would make like crazy videos in New York City. And I mean, you're a PR person. I'm right now, I'm one of the top people in search engine optimization in the world, like one of the most recognized people in search engine optimization, or even like having your brand get influenced in ChatGPT or Perplexity or AI mode or AI overviews. I am the person that you go to learn from that stuff. But before any of this, I was making these crazy videos and then trying to figure out how to get journalists to care about these videos. And I had to learn, like, this is like me as like a teenager learning how marketing works. And I had to learn, if you make something, like manually send it to the journalists who cover this stuff. And like it started with that. And then I made my own website. And then I wanted to figure out how to show my website on Google. How does this thing show on Google? Figured that out, did some very successful businesses, started making videos on TikTok just as an experiment. That was November 1st, 2022. I said, I'm going to make videos on TikTok for 30 days in a row. And then like, if it's not doing anything, or if I don't like it, I'm going to quit. I'm going to give it 30 days. I'm not going to miss a single day. November 1st, 2022. I haven't missed a single day since then. I have like 700,000 followers across like all social media. I just hit 250,000 on Instagram, 127,000 on TikTok. I have a daily podcast that is now 916 days in a row sharing search engine optimization. And like the thing that people recognize me for now is, if you want your website to show on Google, I'm going to tell you how to make it show on Google. If you want your brand to be recommended by ChatGPT, I'm going to tell you how to make your brand get recommended by ChatGPT. And Bridget is a PR person, and PR, like, honestly, one of the best ways to do all of this is understanding public relations. And so, yeah, I'm just excited to be on the show. And I was hyped to have you guys on the show because you guys are PR. And like I said, I started with PR. I love PR, and it's really important.
Yeah, this
So,
is why you know so much about it. Now it makes more sense because I don't think I realized that like when we were chatting with you. And then when I was on your YouTube and I was like, oh crap, he's like really done it all first. And you remind me of myself. You just get into it and you figure it out and then you tell people what to do.
yeah, yeah, I figure it out, and I test it a lot because, like, I don't want to tell people what to do if I don't know what to do myself.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so I try everything. I try everything. I take notes. I run tests. I go back to my notes, and I make a lot of mistakes, and then I learn what works and what doesn't.
I love it. All right, let's break it down. So 101 SEO, what does it stand for? What does it mean for brands? What do they need to know?
SEO is search engine optimization. It's how to have your website just simply show up in Google search or Bing or any other search engine. The interesting thing about large language models is if you ask a question to the large language model, to like ChatGPT, where you most likely will want up-to-date information, ChatGPT is actually going to search the web. It is going to search Google or Bing. And then it's going to look at the pages there and synthesize the information in the pages. So if you are not ranking within normal Google search or Bing, then you're also not getting surfaced in ChatGPT. You're also not getting surfaced in large language models. So the basics of search engine optimization, the number one thing that everybody should do, like the first thing to start with, is like Google literally has their own tool for accessing their search index and for telling Google that you exist. It's called Google Search Console. It's entirely free. You connect your site to it, and then you submit your homepage URL to it. You submit your sitemaps to it, and you are literally telling Google, this is my site. I exist. It is the number one most basic thing that everybody should do.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And it's free. We
And
love
it's
that.
great. And it will literally show you there's all these tricks. I've been making a series on Instagram about Google Search Console tricks, and people love this series. That's why I keep making these videos because they're doing really well. But there's all these tricks about you can literally see everything that your site shows on Google for. Everything, how many clicks, what position in Google you are. You can sort by different keywords. A keyword is just what somebody searches in Google. You can sort by different keywords and find things that are related to AI. So for example, you could filter keywords to just ones that include I space am, and it will be people searching on Google like I am a dentist in Nebraska trying to do this, and your site will show for this custom prompt because people are putting these custom prompts into Google.
Wow.
Your site will show for things like that. You can like ChatGPT loves searching the web for like best so and so for this scenario. And then you can see what your site is showing for on these. And you take these keywords, things that you're already showing on Google for. You make dedicated pages for them, or you just straight up include the language in your pages, or have like an H2 section. And H2 is just like a subheading on your page talking about this. And then whenever you do this, whenever you make an update to your site, take that page and submit it again to Google Search Console. There's just a big top bar in Google Search Console for you to submit your site to. And it's like, yeah, and now you're literally using the language that people care about to get recommended by Google and by LLMs. It's like the biggest thing is like, especially if you're doing normal marketing, you're already getting what are called backlinks in SEO, which are just like other websites passing authority to your site. If you're doing normal marketing like public relations, you're getting backlinks. And so it's just finding the keywords that people care about, the things that people are actually using to search, or the searches that ChatGPT is doing. Finding those searches and then using that language in your marketing. Yeah.
I like that you touched on the keywords and like let's even take a step back. So say someone's listening to this conversation right now, they're building a brand, maybe they are building the website, they're starting the social channels, they're figuring out what to do. They don't know what keywords they should be populating for. So what are some of your best ideas for like how someone should figure out what keywords they want to be adding to their website?
Okay, just straight up easiest thing to do ever is go to Google Search Console. Again, it's entirely free. Now, there's like SEO tools that will show you information on keywords that you are not showing for. So you can use a tool. Moz is really easy and Moz is cheap. It's $50 a month. Moz is actually one of the best SEO tools for getting results because this is a little bit more advanced. But so ideally you want your page to be optimized for a keyword. You actually want you want like a specific page to be optimized for the keyword that you are targeting. And what Moz has is it has this tool called the on-page grader, where it grades each page on how well optimized it is for the keyword. It's a 0 to 100 score. And then if you want to look like investigate different keywords with Moz, you put it in and then it will show the SERP for that keyword. SERP just stands for search engine results page. If you Google something, that is the SERP. That is like what you see. So Moz will show you the SERP, the search engine results page for any keyword. But this is what it does that makes it so powerful for getting results, is it actually has these on-page grader scores in the SERP. So when you search a keyword, you see how well optimized all the pages that are showing for it are. And it makes it really easy to find keywords that aren't being targeted by other people. And so if you understand language naturally, like a human, you figure out the keywords that are related to your business, where people are searching, looking to maybe buy something or use something or like call you for a discovery call. And then if you're just starting with SEO, you look for those keywords that are not being targeted by many other people. And you see that with Moz in the SERP. You see the on-page grader scores. And you're like, oh my gosh, like no one else is targeting these keywords, or they're targeting them very poorly. And that means I can go in and potentially rank for them very easy. So like a crazy thing that you learn from this, personal injury lawyer NYC. This is a $200 cost per click keyword. This means if you are buying ads for this keyword, somebody clicks on the ad that single click charges you $200. This is a competitive, lucrative, expensive paid keyword if you want to run ads for this keyword. But the most remarkable thing is the law firms that are ranking for the keyword, it's just none of them actually know how to target the keyword properly. And so you see that their on-page grader scores are really bad. That means if you are a law firm that has just good normal marketing, you are getting good press, you are having people search for your brand name, you have people writing about you and linking to you, and you make a dedicated page for personal injury lawyer NYC, and you have a good on-page grader score, and again, you're getting those links because you're doing normal holistic marketing, you can show really high for a keyword where every click is valued at $200. But that's using a paid tool to find these keywords. Moz is a paid tool. You can use Ahrefs. You can use SEMrush. Again, I like Moz because it has those on-page grader scores in the SERP. You could just use Google Search Console. The most basic thing that you can do is you can go to Google Search Console and you can look for keywords where you are in positions like, let's say, like 5 to 20. This means that you are showing on the middle of the first page of Google, or you are showing on the second page of Google. Google already knows that your website is related to these keywords. That is why you are showing up for these keywords. And it will show you what page is showing for the keyword. So Google already knows that you are related to this keyword, but maybe you're not using these keywords exactly in your content. So you take the keyword and you put it high up on the top of your page. Give it its own section if it is valuable enough. Give it its own section on the page if it is valuable enough. And if it is really valuable, give it its own page, because its own page is like more targeted than its own section. But you can just go to Google Search Console. You can literally just sort, but it's called average position. The position is like what you rank for the keyword in Google. And you can literally sort for those keywords and just see right there, like this is what my site shows in Google for. This is what Google understands my website to be about. And this keyword looks really great. Let me create a page for this keyword. And then here's what you do. Here's where everybody misses. And it is the simplest thing. Everybody misses this. If you want to have a high on-page grader optimization score, if you want to make your page extremely relevant for a keyword and satisfy, it's called search intent. Somebody is searching a keyword. They want their intent to be satisfied. There's an intent behind that search. This is what you do. Take your keyword, put it in the page title, so that the page title is like, think about the traditional blue links. It's the thing that shows in Google. If you hover over a tab in Google Chrome, that's the page title. Put it in the page title, put your keyword in the page title, put it in your URL slug, so like / whatever, dash whatever, dash whatever, that's your URL slug. Put it in your URL, put it in your meta description, which is like the description that shows under that blue link. Put it in your meta description, put it in your big top heading on the page. It's called an H1 heading, and then use it in the first sentence of your page. And then when you write the rest of your page, think about what the searcher is trying to achieve by searching this keyword and try to satisfy that intent. And like, if you do that, you will be just one of the nastiest digital marketers, period. And when you understand all of this stuff and you're out, because you're doing PR and you're out doing PR, when you understand all of this stuff, you know that now you can take these keywords and also inform your public relations campaigns. You can take the keywords and use them in your social media, because Instagram ranks really high on Google, YouTube ranks really high on Google, LinkedIn ranks really high on Google. So you take these keywords, you put it at the beginning of a LinkedIn post, or the beginning of an Instagram description, or the beginning of a YouTube title. And these things are also showing up on Google, and they're satisfying search intent, because think about if you are a searcher. If you search something, what do you want to see? It's the basics of human communication. Somebody talks to you, listen to what they say, repeat it back to them. So you take the keyword, you see it on that page, you go, okay, you're the searcher, you go, oh my God, this content is made for me. Of course I'm going to consume this. And then you actually make it for them.
So
Um,
good. It's so good. I'm like, okay, we have questions. Okay, here's some quick ones.
yeah.
So you kind of brought up that, say I'm the personal injury law firm and I'm paying $200 cost per click currently. But do you believe that if you have a great enough SEO, ads are irrelevant, or should they still be used in tandem? What are your thoughts?
Totally use them in tandem, but like if you, I mean, no, it's, I like marketing and I like all marketing channels. So my whole thing is if you are bootstrapped, like if especially if you are, if I'm not even gonna say that. I'm just gonna say like SEO is, you know what? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm refining my answer. I'm going back and this is what I'm gonna say. SEO is the only marketing channel where you can target people looking for exactly what you offer. They are literally searching cash in hand. They want to buy a product, try an app, make a discovery call for a services firm or agency. Their desire is hot and you can target them for free. It is the only channel where you can specifically target people looking for what you offer right now for free. Ads, you have to pay money. $200 cost per click for personal injury lawyer NYC. Social media, social is great, but it's less reliable than SEO, way less reliable because like you're not necessarily reaching the most qualified buyers of your product or service. It's hard to make like sales content that is also going to go viral on Instagram. So SEO is the only channel where you can target people looking for what you offer right now. By the way, so you told me I can plug my SEO course. I
Yeah.
literally have a 13 and a half hour SEO course that I spent a year making that is this exactly. It's how to find these people looking for exactly what you offer, how to put up conversion-based landing pages that satisfy search intent and that do really well on Google, how to structure your website for these pages, the basics of SEO, things that I was just talking about, the absolute basics of SEO, how to audit your website. I take you like step by step, hand in hand, like I show you everything. I have templates, I have layouts. My site is called compactkeywords.com. It's a thing on my shirt, and I have like a million video testimonials on the landing page, and the video at the top of the landing page explains it really well. That's the end of my plug. But yeah, this is the best method of SEO. That's why I made the entire course around it. And it's the only the best method of marketing. The best method of SEO. And the only method in marketing where you can reach people looking for exactly what you want right now for free. And that's magic. And when you do it properly, and it's called white hat, so it's within the guidelines, basically what Google wants. When you do it properly, you show up number one on Google and you typically stay number one for years. So like I put up pages in 2019 targeting these keywords for exactly what people are looking exactly for what I made. And I put up these pages in 2019 and they still show up number one on Google for the keywords that I was targeting. And these are keywords that are hot with intent, where people want to purchase something or use something or try something.
So good. Okay, a couple more like quickies. Are blogs still relevant, and should we still be creating blog content?
Blogs are relevant for what's called topical authority. So like it sounds like a very complicated term, wow, topical authority, but it really just means like does Google perceive you to be an authority for your topic? If your topic is furniture and you're writing about like if your topic is furniture and you're writing a lot of articles about football, Google probably is not going to see you as like an authority on furniture. So, and blogs are really great for users and for building trust. So, what I say is like write 1 to 2 blog posts a month. Don't make them SEO blog posts. You don't have to. Make them like write your blog posts for users, or for customers, or for just people who are interested in your brand. Like write about big things happening in your industry, new features that you announce, maybe like a new award that you got. I would say that blog as much as you have time for about the accomplishments that you have, the testimonials that you're getting, the things that you're excited about, and blog like that. But don't worry about putting up. Please don't do this. Don't put up 3,000 word blog posts about like how to replace an air conditioner. Please, that is dead. It's not that people still try to do that, but like from my perspective, it is the most egregious waste of time. So what I like to say is like blog SEO, it's not fully dead, but it's dying. And it's just so much more effective to go after keywords where people are actually looking to purchase something. When somebody is landing on a blog post, they're not looking to purchase. They're looking to learn and then leave your website. Why not target people who are looking to purchase? But do blogs for like building trust. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, last one. So you created a reel the other day saying Google publicly announced that the open web is in rapid decline. So how can we as brands really capitalize on this time? With that being said.
Honestly, post a lot of social media content because social media content, right, so like the most simple thing that you can do is just put out one social video a day. I do that minimum once a day. Sometimes when I don't have a lot of time, I spend 15 minutes on it. I shoot a lot of my videos just with my phone. I edit in an app called Descript, which basically edits for you. It automatically removes all of your gaps between words with one click. It uses AI to identify the gaps between words, removes them with one click. You edit in the transcript of your video, just like a Word document. It makes it really, really easy to make good content. So put up and UGC is just insane, so insanely possible. And you can take, I don't know if you saw my posts about how LinkedIn is exploding. It's absolutely crazy. Like I'm getting 500,000 to 1 million impressions a week on LinkedIn. And I am literally taking the videos that go, it's the same video. The same video goes out to Instagram, to TikTok, to YouTube Shorts, and to LinkedIn. And to Facebook. Oh my God. And I just got like 50,000 followers on Facebook without even trying because I'm automatically cross-posting. You know what I'll say actually? This is very, very, very helpful. On my website, this is completely free and it literally tells you everything. It's called My Exact Social Media Posting Strategy. If you go to edwardsturm.com, if you go on desktop, it's just right there in the heading navigation, My Exact Social Media Posting Strategy. You can probably just Google My Exact Social Media Posting Strategy, Edward Sturm, and find it. And it is my step-by-step how I post videos on social media. And I show where to place your keyword, like how I'm using music on TikTok, how often you should be posting. Like what I have learned about posting every day since November 1st, 2022. And yeah, just take advantage of user-generated content. You know what else is crazy? If you're active posting text posts on LinkedIn, you can take those same text posts and post them on X and post them on Threads and post them on a Facebook page. And sometimes you might want to take a keyword that is valuable to you and put it at the beginning of your post. And there's a good chance that that will show on Google. It happens all the time. But at the very least, if you are posting every day on one platform, take the same post and put it to every other relevant platform. That's how you can take advantage of. The open web is in rapid decline, meaning there's less mom and pop niche blogs than there used to be. It's like now people are creating Instagram pages, they're creating X accounts, they're creating YouTubes. That's what's a lot more common. I will say, while we're on the topic, the cool thing about that is it actually gives more opportunity to people who are operating websites and targeting keywords properly because you have less competition because less websites are being created. That's kind of what's magic. But I have always been a fan of the holistic marketing funnel and using every channel properly. But I would say, like, how can you take advantage? Put up bottom of funnel SEO landing pages is what my course shows. Put up these SEO landing pages, search engine optimization landing pages, where you are targeting people looking for what you offer right now. And then spend 15 minutes a day putting up a post on social media.
So good. I love your passion about this. Like I can feel your fire, which is really exciting. And just like thank you so much for sharing everything that you shared today. Everyone, the links are in the description of this video. You can follow Edward everywhere on every single social media platform.
Search Edward Sturm,
Perfect.
Sturm. Sturm on Instagram. I'll give you my links after this too. So the links will be in the description for this show.
That's perfect. And everyone go check out his SEO course because I think we all need to learn from Edward. So thank you so much for being here today. And thank you everyone for listening. See you soon.